welcome into HSN once again. If you missed what we were talking about last hour, it's Customer Appreciation Month here, and we are celebrating you all month long with amazing values and lots of surprises. So make sure you tune in often, because I don't want you to miss out on any of it. Let's talk about our first item, which I'm super excited about. I think that all of us love the idea of having a smartphone or a smart home, right? We like the idea of being able to maybe talk to Alexa or be able to control our lights or turn things on and off, simple and easy, right? It could be a kind of expensive to get the smart plugs, which is what you need to plug those things in your home into. Well, we're so excited to have Digital Gadgets here with us, because this is the same technology, Alexa enabled, but it's actually affordable. Tonight you are getting 2 of them at $10 off. Aaron Berger is joining us to talk about this customer pick and how you literally plug and play. I mean, you're talking about roughly $15 each. You just don't find a price like this.
Our producer's going in my ear. Wow, this is a great deal. Exactly. This was our debut. So as long as we got them, we got them. We've never had this product have an airing before. So I'm gonna just get right into it, because I have sold other really nice smart plugs. They were just a lot more expensive, and they were a lot bigger too. And I love the size of this. So take a look for just a minute. This is your new smart plug. So all you do is you plug it in to your regular socket, and then you plug whatever you want to plug into it. So I've got a lamp plugged in or a light plugged in, right? So now you can download. It doesn't matter if you have a smartphone, if you have a tablet, if you have Android, if you have Mac, if you have Windows, it doesn't matter. If you have any of the Amazon devices, so this is actually compatible with Alexa. So I'm gonna say, Alexa, turn light on. And here, indeed, you saw that happen, right? I'm gonna say, Alexa, turn light off. So that's just the very beginning. Being able to turn the light on and being able to turn the light off is the very beginning of what you can do. So let's just start there. That means if you want to turn your iron on, if you want to turn your steamer, the steamer is one of my favorites. Alexa, turn steamer on. Okay, so our little steamer down there, you're gonna see, it's gonna start steaming for you in about a second. I mean, that is one of the really cool things that you can do. Yeah,
okay, that's awesome.
So how cool is that to be, in the shower, maybe you have like an Amazon Echo or you have something like that in the bathroom, and you think, oh, when I get out of the shower, I wanna steam something or I wanna iron something or whatever. Before we get too steamed up in here, Alexa, turn steamer off. Now, if you're not using Alexa, that's fine. You don't have to do things through Alexa. Any smartphone, any tablet. So I want to show you. This is the app. And the really cool thing is turning things on, turning things off is so simple. Like I've got the app up here. I've got a fan down there. Fans are great. When you're lying in bed at night and you don't want to get out of bed, yes, to turn the fan off or turn the fan on. You don't want to get out of bed to turn the light on, the light off. What about never walking into a dark house again? What about when you're at work and you want to turn you left some food in your crock pot and you want to turn your crock pot on, or you want to turn it off? One of my favorite things about this, and I haven't seen this with other systems, is you can group a bunch of sockets together. So maybe before you walk in the house or when you leave the house, you want to turn a bunch of things on or a bunch of things off. Maybe you like to have a certain couple of lights on, maybe you like to have your fan on, whatever. Well, you can set this, it's called a scene. So I can say, Alexa, turn day on. Oh, hang on, Alexa, turn day on. My day just turned on. This light turned on, that light turned on, the salt lamp turned on, the steamer turned on, my iron turned on. Don't touch the iron. And actually the TV is one of the coolest things as well. Now, I'm gonna turn everything off, so I'm gonna go, Alexa, turn evening on. Bye-bye everything. So now, when you go to bed at night, you just turn evening on at night. Isn't that the coolest thing?
Beyond.
But I've got more cool things to tell you. I'm gonna let Carrie give you guys an update with, price and information, all that kind of stuff. And then I've got some things you've never heard of, like this will turn on and off according to the weather, or the humidity, or the sunset, no matter where I'll tell you about that in a minute after Carrie updates.
Okay, well that's far better than anything that I have to say, because we are limited, like Aaron said, while supplies last, and this could very well sell out this evening. You're getting 2 of them. Best value for this level of technology. The fact that you can get 2 home on flex for $14.98. We're not limiting the number that you can get home, but I will let you know we are expecting these to all go at this price.
I think so.
All of us want to have that smart home, right? We want to be able to walk in and just speak things to happen in our house. But the technology can be pricey. This is hands down the most affordable that we have found.
And again, this is compatible with your Amazon product and your Alexa. It's compatible with Google Home. It's compatible with Mac. It's compatible with all of your devices. Setup is the simplest thing in the world. All you need to have is Wi-Fi. If you have Wi-Fi in any of these devices, so let me show you a couple of things. Okay. Taking a look at the phone here, okay? So look, if I wanted to add another plug, you just go right up here. And so you can have bunches of these in your home. And by the way, you can have multiple phones and multiple devices controlling any of the plugs or any of the outlets as well. So if I wanted to add a plug, I'd go right down here. I'd press plug, and then once I'm in there, you can add the name. What you do is you hold down on the side of the plug. In fact, I'm going to show you here. If we take a look at my display, you see there's a little power button, because by the way, you can manually turn them on and off too. Okay. There's just a little button on the side. All right. So if you press that little button on the side, I'm turning my light on and off. While I'm doing that. And that's how you initially sync it as well. You actually press that and hold it for 5 seconds. Easy. Your device recognizes it, and then you can name it light or lamp or TV or steamer, or you name it, whatever you want to name. Okay, so that's setup is the easiest thing in the world. This is one of my, I think this is the coolest thing. So as I said earlier, these can be configured to turn on and off according to a condition. What do I mean by a condition? Well, let's go in and see. Depending on the temperature or the humidity. So maybe you want your dehumidifier to kick in when it's a certain temperature, or when it's a certain humidity, or when the weather or the air quality, or at a certain sunrise or sunset time. Is that cool or what? So you're thinking, well, how does that work? Well, let me show you exactly. So you want this to, maybe you want one of your plugs again, the light, or maybe you have a dehumidifier you want to come on at a certain temperature. You put in the name of your city, and then you tell it at what temperature you want it to come on. Oh, that's amazing. Okay, so it goes, okay, well, she lives in Tampa, and when it's 79 degrees, she wants her humidifier to click on. That's how smart these are. These can also be put on, you can set them to do like certain times every day if you want lights to come on and off at certain times, or for certain circumstances, if you want, when you leave, you want something to come on or go off in 10 minutes, and you can turn things on and off remotely as well. Let me show you these features really quick. We've only got a couple of minutes left. I am so excited, finally, for this technology to be affordable in every home.
Thank you.
Isn't that cool?
Yep.
And to be this simple and this easy. And like I said, I've sold plugs that are a lot bigger, that are a lot more expensive. I haven't sold any that are better, that are easier to use, easier to set up. Custom Wi-Fi settings, as we said, you can do your own settings however you like, even based on weather or humidity or those kind of things. Turn the outlet on and off remotely. You don't even have to be home to do it. And again, you can have this on your phone. Your husband, your kids can have that, on their phone or their tablets, either one. You can set timers and sequences. I was talking about automatic functions a minute ago. If you want all your lights to come on at sunset, and it will actually determine sunset in your area if that's what you want. Or you want all your lights to come on and go off at 8 o'clock or 9 o'clock, whatever. I was mentioning it's universally compatible, so syncs with Alexa, syncs with Google, syncs with Nest, all of those things. Even short circuit protection built in, so it protects your electronic devices a little bit as well from electrical surges and those sorts of things.
I mean, again, this level of technology.
Isn't that extraordinary?
To be so affordable is really exciting. So I will let you know now that we are busy. So here's the deal, $14.98 on your charge card. I love that you said, Aaron, that it's not complicated. Like, it literally is plug and play. We say that all the time. It's plug and play. This actually is plug and play. You plug it in, you sync it just by holding down that button.
That's right.
You're good to go.
And you're good to go, again, with any device. I want to show you guys again, turning everything on or everything on. You can create these scenes. This is one of my favorite things about it. So I could use the device to do it, but I like doing it with my voice since we have a Fire tablet out here. So I'm going to say, Alexa, turn day on. So wouldn't it be nice, how about turning on your coffee pot in the morning? While you're, before you ever get out of bed. Yeah. How about never walking into a dark house again? Or your kids, when they get home from school, having to never walk into a dark house again.
What if you're out of town and you want something to turn on at a certain time? You can set that?
If you have security cameras in your house, right? But maybe sometimes when you're in the house, you want some privacy. You don't want everything to be recorded. You don't have to go find it. It's all on your phone. You don't have to get behind. A lot of things that, are often plugged in behind a desk or somewhere that's inconvenient, behind a plant. Think about when Christmas comes around and when we have have the holiday season, or if you have obviously lights and those sort of things during other seasons, no matter when it is. Right now you're looking specifically at my salt rock, so you know what I can do. I don't have to turn everything on or off. Obviously, I can turn one or two things on or off at the same time. It's really easy to do. So I'm going to go here into my salt rock. I can turn my salt rock on. I can turn my salt rock off. Let me just find it. There it is. So there that goes. Yep, so easy to turn off and on. You can do it directly from any of your devices. You can do it with your voice, and of course you can walk up to the socket itself and just press the little button that's on the side, turn it on and off that way. You know what this is about? It's about flexibility, it's about ease, it's about convenience, and I tell you what, there's this real wow factor too. When people come over to your house and you say, Alexa, turn night on. And all of a sudden the house is set and is ready for night. It turns, you know, the light or the night on or off.
It's a wow factor. You don't have to get up off the couch.
Real wow factor to it, right? Yeah, it's pretty slick.
Yeah, it really is pretty amazing that you can control everything, because who hasn't dreamed of being able to control everything? Yes, from the couch, or when you're walking around the house, or you walk in the house and your hands are full of groceries, to be able to say, Alexa, turn the lamp on, or Alexa, oh, sorry, she's listening to me. But I also love that safety feature of being able to do that from work, or if I'm traveling and I'm across the country.
Yes. While you're still in the car, you know, while you're on if you're heading home and you look at your Google Maps and you go, oh man, I'm not going to be home for an hour. I want to turn the slow cooker on. Or I want to turn, you know, something needs to be on or off. You don't have to be. That's a big thing. You don't have to be in your house to do it. So once you've set this up, as long as you have a connection, you know, be it a cellular connection, a data connection, wherever you are, it's not like you have to be on the same Wi-Fi network.
That's really
these are on. It is. And I do love the options of being able to set things on a timer, you know, things that happen every day. You want your coffee pot to come on at 8 o'clock every morning, or at 6 o'clock every morning, or whatever it is.
Turning the heater on, not space heater on the bathroom before you get out of bed in the morning.
I think that's a big one.
Either set the timer or just ask Alexa to do that for you so that you don't have to get up. It's turning your home into a smart home, and such an affordable way to do it. So thank you.